questions I'm going to be asking are about what you do.
No worries. You didn't know it was going to go down like this, huh?
No, I
A new experience for all of us. Oh, you go ahead.
didn't. All right. Question number one. Sorry, these are literally straight out of my textbook, so they're going to sound really
You're
superficial.
going to tell your professor, like, you did this? You're going to tell your professor this?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to tell him, check YouTube, man. There's some clips of it.
All right. What types of degrees / licensing / certification are necessary in your field?
Say that one more time.
Pretty much what kind of degrees or are there any certificates of
Yes. The reality
things?
is none.
Zero. That's what I thought.
As an actor or as a producer or as a screenwriter, there's a lot of people that go to college and there's a lot of people that don't. I'm not telling people not to go to college. Education is very important. You just got to realize there are other ways to get education. So, like me, I didn't go to college. I'm not saying don't go to college. If you're in college, go to college. It's good. That's the way to get educated. But I created my own education. When I graduated high school, I've been studying acting for over 20 years, you know? And so that's actually more study of acting than you would at college, by far. And then also I did things like I started a poetry venue, which became the largest open mic venue in the country. Dante's Poetry Lounge, the Poetry Lounge, which ultimately ended up being one of the inspirations for Deaf Poetry on HBO. Still goes on, still the largest poetry venue in the country, weekly open mic. Started a band. All this kind of stuff is like education. So you don't need it, but since you're here, you should be doing it.
All right. Next question. How did you get your job? What training / past employment and experience led to your or prepared you for this field?
When I was 10 years old, I was a break dancer. Write that one down. Tell your teacher about this. So he started break dancing. I started as a street performer. So that's how I started. It's so weird. It's like one of those real things where I'm an actor in film and television now and produce and write and also act, but I started. Love, so it was kind of great to go back and like dance. It's like a full circle, you know. You kind of just answered a couple of these questions, like what chords you want to use, is most valuable, you can say. But I just think is what like in studying. I studied acting for a long time as a producer. The thing that, like, a lot of people probably later on, like, how do you do acting or how do you switch into animation or in the industry. Like, you have to really study what you do. And part of the thing is, people say, you gotta get lucky, you gotta know people. Okay, yeah, there's a bit of that is involved. But also, the thing is, no one really wants to look at the halftime and like, you gotta get good. Like, really good. Like, if you go to Los Angeles, you wanna be a director, you wanna be something, you wanna be an actor, you're gonna go there and you're gonna see that LA is still millions, literally millions of people want to do the same thing that are really good. So the competition level is super high. So I would say get really good, then go and jump in, and you'll be lucky. You have the ability to be lucky. So like really high barriers to entry. Not high barriers to entry. I mean, there's some people that walk in and don't know anything. And they trip over the right person and they wind up on a cover of magazine. And that's awesome. But so I wouldn't say that to be the real competition.
Trying to trip over someone. I'm gonna probably go to LA.
young filmmaker, you're going, I didn't see any of these movies, I'd suggest like study movies. The thing about when you want to do film, or if you want to do animation, or if you want to do whatever you want to do, when you put a lot of great people that you look up to, the thing about it is, the whole reason why they got into filmmaking or animation or whatever is because they love it. They're fans of it. They know so much about all of it, right? So if you want to get in the game, you want to be someone who works for them or works with them, you need to love it as much as they do. You need to know the films that they're talking about. You need to know the films that inspire them. If their films inspired you, you should find out what films inspired them. Watch those movies. Because that's what it's about. We're all there. Everyone's there to make money. Everyone wants to make money, have a good living. But we're all here because we're artists and we're a part of this communal art community. So you need to do your best to be a part of that. And that has nothing to do with money. That has to do with what turns you on, the passion, like find out why they made that cartoon or why they made that movie. And you'll find out there's like 10 movies that influence that. And then you're probably going to love those films too. More questions, Mark?
Yeah, there are, but
Keep going. Go ahead.
I actually have one that I did not write down that I was planning on asking, but since you brought up that like movies that inspired like filmmakers up already, I was going to ask, what films inspired you?
So many. So many. Pretty good. Over the years, different films inspired me. Like growing up when I was a kid, the film that inspired me the most, Grease. Grease was probably one of my favorite, and still is this day. It's one of those movies you watch when you're a kid so many times, right? And like John Travolta in Grease was like this shit. And so, what's funny when I would take the lead at the end when we're doing a big dance scene, I was telling my co-star Jenna Dewan and Elijah Pell, like, yo man, this is my Grease. They're like, what? Like this is like things in life coming full circle. Like I get to do a musical film, a dance sequence. It's like. This is like watched every day as a little kid. But like Grease was a big thing when I was younger. Grease and Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta was just shit when I was young. And as I've grown up, like George Stevens is one of my favorite filmmakers. So a movie called Place in the Sun is probably my favorite movie of all time. I watch it all the time. You should watch that.
Place in the Sun?
A Place in the Sun. Every girl I've ever dated, I make them watch that movie. And if you watch the movie, you go, that's why. I gotta watch them and see what girl they really feel for. And then, there's so many movies that inspire, you know? You go through it, the way I was taught, which a lot of young actors aren't taught this way, but I think a lot of actors and filmmakers should be taught this way. It's like, we had these movie lists. We watched, like each movie list was like over 100 movies, all the classics. And we'd watch like 2-3 movies a week and discuss them with other actors and with our teachers and whatnot, and really fell in love with, filmmaking. If you want to join Hollywood, it's one of those great businesses that the history is in the movies. Like, watch the movies, fall in love with the movies, and you can see that your whole history of your profession is in the films, and it's right there. It's like if you want to be an actor, everybody thinks they're like this special actor no matter what you are, but the reality is there is an actor, if not a handful of actors that came before you that have already done exactly what you want to do in their time. And you got to see what lineage of actors that you come from, and just study their movies. And like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Filmmakers, the same thing. It's like all these filmmakers that have done what you want to do. It's just you should just continue what they're doing. Don't kill yourself to reinvent the wheel. Take what they did and take it to the next level. And that's like a shortcut. You know? It's not really a shortcut, but it's the better way. More questions? Any more questions?
Yes. You want to sit down?
Yeah.
We should sit.
Oh, I'm cool. I mean, I'll sit and I'll ask other questions. Because we could talk. Now I feel like I'm in a class.
Teach us.
Yeah, no teaching, just talking.
What is a typical day like for you?
What is a typical day like for me? Constantly trying to find honor.
Yeah.
I am blessed to be one of those guys that are actors that like have really made a good career that they don't have to have a regular, quote unquote, regular job. So that really leaves a lot of my days open to really, you're auditioning. So depending on your work, you're auditioning for stuff in front of the camera, you're auditioning stuff for voice acting. I'm also a producer and a writer, so I spent my days trying to like rewrite plays I'm writing on, or screenplays, rewriting, notes I'm getting that coming in, trying to develop new projects with my producing partners. But it's your own, you know, you kind of create your own schedule and time. I'm like a night person, so I kind of wake up later in the day. Not an early morning person. Like, my first goal is to get up out of bed before 10 a.m.
This entire generation is same.
Yeah, but I'm up till 4 in the morning, so we're good.
Night blogging.
I'm up night blogging with some of you. Some of you are there with me.
I babysat today, and like literally when I woke up and checked Tumblr after my niece woke me up, I checked Tumblr, and that was like right when you were like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be in
Yeah.
June."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm up late. Sometimes I don't know where people are in the world. And some people are, you know, you're talking to some people and you're like, where are you? I'm in Eugene tonight. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
What advice can you offer someone interested in entering your field?
You specifically? Or anyone? Yeah. If you want to do it, you should do it. You definitely, you should do it, but the advice is to get good. Like, really take it seriously. Understand it's a craft, and get good at the craft. No matter what happens, yeah, you want to get rich and famous.
That's a promise. Do you know any other professionals in this field who might be willing to talk with me?
Not Eugene at the moment, but there might be. I might be able to, you know, send email. Or you email me, so I'll try to do an email thing, connect you with somebody. And what do you like? You're more into acting or directing, or what is your writing?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I've been trying to work my way into writing and directing, but I haven't gotten to those classes yet. I got here late. But
You have time.
yeah, I do. Thank the Lord, I do. But really, what I have most experience in and what I enjoy doing the most is acting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've done shows all through high school, and I've attempted to do shows in college, but the competition's a lot harsher there.
Oh, cool.
But I've been sticking with classes and workshops, and I've even done. I was even on the improv team for Mount Hood Community
Awesome.
College. Yeah.
Well, I have tons of actors, so just email me. And I just started a new YouTube channel called Actors Like LA with a bunch of friends from LA that are like all working actors. And I convinced them we need to do a YouTube channel that it's not about celebrity stuff. Like, celebrity stuff is fun, but this is just real blue-collar working actors and what we do in LA. And you can watch that channel, and you'll see actors going on auditions, studying for roles, but, you know, watching how they watch a movie. It's a very thing. It's like, I always say, like, who's an artist here? Artists? Not artists. Like, almost everybody's an artist. That's great. Me too. So, as an artist, it's like, we're different. You know what I'm saying? We're different, and we live life differently. And, you know, depending on where you're at as an artist, you have a different feeling of what that means. You know, you kind of have a feeling like, oh, we're different, you know? But we definitely are. Like I say, like, watch a movie. An actor watching a movie is different than someone who's not an actor watching a movie. Or an artist watching a movie, because everything we're looking at is like we're trying to get inspired by the tree standing there and its beauty in the middle of Eugene. I'm like walking around yesterday during the market and I'm like, God, we're like in the middle of a forest. This is like so crazy. But it's this thing. It's like Harry Potter fans. Harry Potter fans? Yeah? Harry Potter fans? Of course. That's what it is, man. It's like there are muggles and there are wizards.
Can we change this into an Airbender reference?
But in that realm, it's like, make no mistake, we're the wizards. and that's cool. But there's nothing against muggles. There's like our family are full of our parents, our brothers or sisters, our cousins, our best friends. So they don't understand sometimes. They're like, I don't understand why you're staying up all night to learn this scene, or to write this song, or to draw this picture, and it's life or death to us because it is. But we're wizards. We learn how to do magic. We're the creators. We make movies, we make songs, we make beautiful paintings that impact the world, that influence the world, and that's what it is. You're in school right now, theater school, learning how to be an artist. That's Hogwarts. That's what it is, and that's cool. So it's like, this is what we are, and kind of like if you continue on that path, we're continuing on the path. And there's no judgment on muggles. Like it's just, we're doing something else. Like we're just hanging out in Eugene, talking about art and doing this because we're weirdos. But we're you know, to muggles we're weirdos. But that's what we do.
Stay here for a week and see all.
And it's cool though, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, muggles might understand, but like we know what we're doing here. We know what we want to do. So, questions? Are you good on the questions?
I got about 2 more.
2 more. Let's go.
Describe your work environment and just the atmosphere. Like, what's it like?
Well, you know, the basic thing in the world is your work environment because you're going around the world getting inspired to do whatever you want to do. Your life, your family, you're drawing from everything. You create what you can create. Once you end up booking a job and you're on the set, the work environment becomes this family of gypsies of all artists. Because everyone when you're working, you like to think like the actor is the artist. No, the actor is the artist, the director is the artist, the guys doing the lights are artists, painting with lights. The people putting the props together are artists on how they put that together. The people who build the set. It's this whole band of gypsies together for this short amount of time, collaborating, trying to create this ultimate piece of art, which is a theater piece or a movie or a television show. And it's a great place. It could get stressful. Again, it's like a life and death stuff going on in this short amount of time because people are very passionate about what they do. You're passionate about what you do. And hopefully by the end, something good happens. And it's this television show, piece of art or something that, you know, that artists can really love and get inspired by, and muggles can just look at and go, that was pretty. But it doesn't change that thing. That's the environment. It can be stressful, but it's very, very rewarding at the same time. Last question.
Last question. This one is not from my textbook. This is this is a little personal one. What part of your career in this industry did you find was like most fun? Like what job of like the many jobs you've had did you think was the most fun?
They're all fun. I mean, Hook has to be one of the funnest films.
Rufio!
Rufio was awesome, and living in Neverland for like 8 months. It was super cool. It's like a dream come true, but so many things. Like I said, the dance film was so fun because I got to dance again, and there's other, you know, this every project has its own special great thing. That's a great thing about kind of like having a long career. So many things it's like a storybook of your life, the different projects you do. All right, you good?
Yeah.
Mario, man, give it up for Mario.